Hello. So, first things first. This is the black box. Hopefully, YouTube is good enough copyright so that I can copyright this and make millions and billions and billions of dollars. Okay. So, what's going on? This is nanotechnology. This is not going to be around right now. Do not worry about pathogens being made right now at the level I'm about to describe to you. Do not worry about that. It's alright. We're just not there yet. So, do you know what an atom is? I'm just going to start from the basics because plenty of people just don't understand what I talk about when I'm talking about this stuff. So, when I do talk about this stuff to people who instantly grasp it, they're students in college. They are currently taking biotech classes. And they just get it because they're literally doing homework on this subject right now. And they know what a DNA polymerase is. They know what a DNA base is. They know what DNA... They know what a genome is. And they just know what these things are. So, when I put them all in this kind of structured order, they get it. So, first things first. This is something. So, the white clouds you see, the white part, those are electron clouds. You don't know where an electron is till you measure where the electron is. So it's all probability. But they bond to each other, these probability clouds. No, the atoms bond to each other. And the probabilities of where the electrons is, they collapse on each other. And that's just where it's probable to find both of the electrons at the same time. So the black dot you saw were the protons and neutrons. It's called the nucleus of an atom. That's where all the positive energy is. And the white stuff was where you'd find the negative energy. Now, an atom has a trinity within it. It has ethos, logos, pathos. It has character, logic, and energy. So, yeah. Then we zoom out. This is a DNA base. Approximately. It's just a picture. It's a poorly drawn picture, whatever. A DNA base is something with the trinity. It has character, logic, and pathos. It is a whole thing that has coded information in its structure. So does an atom. What I say about these things, they're the same at every level. So zoom 1, you're at an atom. Zoom 2, you're at a DNA base strand. I'm sorry. Zoom 2, you're at a DNA base. Zoom 3, you're at a DNA strand. Zoom 4, you're at a genome. Zoom 5, you're at a nucleus. Zoom 6, you're at a cell. Zoom 1,000,000, you're at a human. Yeah. So, now let's look at the black. So, yeah, you can see the page again. That's the black box. Hopefully this is copyrighted and I make millions and millions of dollars. But again, I don't really care. It would be reward enough just for everyone to know what the black box is. I'm not giving you permission to make the black box without me. But whatever. Seriously, whatever. So, what is a DNA base? A DNA base is some kind of structure that is coded. And we have labeled this coding, this structure, with a code. A, C, T, G, or U. That's just what the DNA bases are called, because there's different ones of them. We could have labeled them 1 through 5. It doesn't matter. So bases 1 through 5 are these wells. These wells hold the DNA bases. So when the wells hold the DNA bases, this arm, robotic arm number 3, this is arm 2, this is arm 1. Arm 1 has DNA polymerase. Arm 2 has the elongating base strand, the elongating DNA strand. And robotic arm 3 picks up a base, a DNA base, and brings it into proximity with the other 2 arms. Okay. So, let's, you should right now go on to Wikipedia and figure out what DNA polymerase is. Okay? Because, yeah. But right now I'm going to explain it to you for those of you who don't want to look it up. Absolutely fine. Just remember, always take breaks in my videos. Go read books, get some transpersonal wisdom, do some grounding techniques, talk in the forums, on 4chan, on Facebook, on my comment section, wherever you want. Just go assert yourself and be courageous. Cool. So, here's the black box. Do you understand what's going on right here? If you do not, that's okay. I'm about to explain what's going on. The DNA polymerase. DNA polymerase is what happens when you zoom out from atoms. Sometimes when you zoom out from an atom, it's in the DNA base. Sometimes when you zoom out from an atom, it's in a peptide. Sometimes when you zoom out of an atom, it's in something like a polymerase. It's in something like a ribosome. And what do these things do? These are complicated structures that catalyze reactions. What is a catalytic reaction? Reactions are catalyzed when something happens between 2 things that wouldn't happen without the catalyst. So, DNA polymerase is a catalyst to 2 DNA bases. What are the 2 DNA bases in this picture? Here's the strand with one of the bases within the proximity. And here is a DNA base, A, C, T, G, or U, on robotic arm number 3. So, when these things are all brought in proximity with each other, they bind. And the DNA gets elongated. The genetic information, the coded genetic information that a programmer is coding, gets longer. It has more information in it. Alright, I'm going to put this down now, because hopefully you have snipped it out of the YouTube video and have a picture of it going. So, DNA polymerase catalyzes the reaction between 2 bases. And then the DNA genetic information strand gets longer. So, I know some of you are thinking, what's the point of this? What's the point of programming? How do the apps on your phone get there? They got there by someone putting a bunch of letters in a row, and that information meant something to the processor. processor of genetic information is the cell and all the things within it. The processor of a program is your phone. So, in an app on your phone, there is information coded in your phone. It was downloaded off of whatever thing you got it off of, like Google Play or whatever. Or it was just installed on your phone when you bought it. And it runs the program. So, when we code genetic information in a cell, when we code genetic information in the black box, we get a genome. We can take this genome, put it in a needle, and the needle will be injected into a cell, and we can release the genome that we programmed from the black box into the cell. And there we go. We have a cell with brand new genetic information in there, and the cell will run that information. We don't have to make new proteins, we don't have to make new polymerases, we don't have to make new ribosomes. All we need to do is make new genetic information, run the program, and the cell will do whatever we want it to do. This is very powerful technology. I cannot wait for the day that I can use it. I cannot wait for the day I make millions and millions of dollars off of it. Yada yada yada. So, I know some of you right now are saying, but genetically modified organisms are bad. I know some of you are saying, what's the point of this? What's the point of this is that we're going to change what we are. We're no longer going to be Homo sapiens. We're going to be something beyond that. Yeah.
Didn't I wrong?
No.
Yes.
I'm just walking through.
Why?
I'm almost done. This video is almost done.
Yeah,
So,
it's bedtime, honey.
okay, let me finish the video.
Come on, get to bed. And do you not see how the rug is getting all messed up?
It's not for me.
Well, I think it might be a little bit.
Okay. So why is Monsanto bad? Why do you all think genetically modified organisms are bad? Maybe you're like Jamie and you're afraid that we're going to create an organism.
Turn it off.
I'm going to go upstairs.
Nighty night.
So maybe you're like Jamie
Dylan.
and you're like,
Come on, stop.
artificial intelligence is scary. And what?
Come here.
Maybe you're like Jamie and you think artificial intelligence is scary. And maybe you're like Jamie
Down.
and you're afraid of things taking over the world.
I'm not sure Jamie's afraid, honey.
He is afraid of that.
I'm not sure about that. Right, up to bed, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Is Drew home? Dylan?
No.
He's not.
You know I'm filming, right?
Go to bed, son.
Wait.
Let it go.
I gotta film somewhere. I gotta finish this video. Why is Monsanto
Dylan,
bad?
Tom said.
Oh my god. I gotta go, guys. Sorry about the last 5 minutes.